Imagine a moment, Titan skies darken, the Avengers assemble, and Thanos stares them down. But this time, he's not alone. A white and red blur streaks across the battlefield, and standing by the Mad Titan's side is none other than Omni-Man, the Viltrumite warrior from another universe. What if, in the final showdown of Avengers Endgame, Omni-Man allied with Thanos? What if the fate of Earth was no longer just in the hands of the Avengers, but now facing a brutal, near-invincible force with the power to decimate planets and the will to dominate civilizations? In this video, we'll dive deep into this terrifying alternate timeline. We'll explore the alliance between Thanos and Omni-Man, what brought them together, how the battle will change, and whether Earth's mightiest heroes could even stand a chance. Would Tony's sacrifice still be enough? Or would the combined might of a godlike alien and a genocidal warlord be too much to overcome? So buckle in, because this what if will change how you see Avengers Endgame forever. Let's go, heroes. So for this scenario to work, let's just say after the events of Avengers Infinity War, Thanos destroys the Infinity Stones and retreats to a quiet farm, content with what he believes is a merciful victory. But in this alternate timeline, Thanos becomes aware of the multiverse through ancient alien tech, or perhaps thanks to the cosmic awareness granted by the stones before he destroyed them. Thanos, curious about other powerful beings, uses his knowledge to find someone who matches his power and brutality. That search leads him to the Viltrumite warrior known as Omni-Man. Fresh off his devastating fight with his son Mark on Earth, Omni-Man is stranded in emotional turmoil, questioning his purpose. Thanos, aware of this, sees an opportunity, so he makes contact. And in private exchange across dimensions, the two warriors strike a deal. If Omni-Man helps Thanos stop the Avengers and reclaim the Infinity Stones, then Thanos will return the favor by assisting Omni-Man in conquering Earth in his own dimension. Omni-Man sees this as an opportunity to make right for abandoning his post, so he agrees to Thanos' terms, and the two make one unholy alliance. With Omni-Man now by his side, Thanos doesn't wait around for the Avengers' time heist. He has the power to act now. They ambush the Avengers before they can fully carry out their plan. Omni-Man, faster and stronger than anything on Earth, becomes the ultimate wildcard. Let's take Vormir for example. In the original timeline, Black Widow sacrifices herself for the Soul Stone, but in this version, before that can happen, Omni-Man arrives. Uncaring about emotion or sacrifice, he tosses Natasha off the cliff without hesitation. To him, it's just efficiency. The Soul Stone is retrieved in seconds, as Hawkeye and even Red Skull look on in terror. In New York 2012, Captain America, Iron Man, and the Hulk are securing the Mind Stone, but in this timeline, Omni-Man interrupts with brutal force. Being the strongest of them all, Hulk charges first, but without hesitation, Omni-Man grabs Hulk and punches him straight into orbit. Iron Man tries to retaliate, but Omni-Man catches him, crushing him mid-fight. Even Cap's Hell Hydra trick won't save him. Omni-Man breaks his shield with ease and leaves him unconscious. The Ancient One, still guarding the Time Stone in 2012, senses the anomaly coming towards her. She tries to open a portal, but before she can, Omni-Man arrives. She attempts to vanquish Omni-Man in the mirror dimension, but he grabs her, bringing her along with him. The two superpowered beings battled across the astral plane, but the Viltrumite's raw physical strength is unlike anything the Sorcerer Supreme has ever faced. With Thanos' help arriving via portal, the Ancient One is forced to surrender the Time Stone early. The Avengers attempt to regroup. Iron Man survived his first encounter with Omni-Man, and along with Thor, Rocket, and Hulk, they prepare one last defense. But it's already too late. Thanos uses the full assembly gauntlet to lock them into a time loop prison, where reality, time, and space are twisted around their very existence. Thanos and Omni-Man stand victorious. The Avengers have failed. Earth is quiet. For now. Thanos turns to Omni-Man and says, "It's time. Let's claim your world." With a flick of his gauntlet, Thanos opened the portal and they travel through dimensions back to Omni-Man's Earth. It's been weeks since he vanished after the brutal battle with Mark, and Earth is still reeling. The Global Defense Agency is scrambling for answers. Mark is hailing, and the Guardians of the Globe are gone. When Omni-Man returns with Thanos at his side, the world panics. Sisu tries to launch a planetary defense, but Thanos disassembles every nuclear weapon on Earth with a snap. Omni-Man finishes what he started, Cities fall in hours, and governments collapse in days. Mark, still physically healing and emotionally broken, tries to stop his father, but this time it's different. Omni-Man has no restraint. With tears in his eyes, Mark begs him to stop. Then he pummels Mark until his son stops resisting entirely. Thanos simply watches. With Earth now under Tortarian rule, Omni-Man establishes it as the new Viltrumite outpost. Thanos installs a universal surveillance grid, locking humanity into a new kind of prison. There are no heroes, no resistance, only compliance. Over the next few months, Earth is transformed, education, culture, language, all rewritten in accordance with Viltrumite order and Thanos' doctrine of balance. Anyone who resists is erased with the Space Stone. Entire nations vanished overnight, but peace is not the same as unity. Omni-Man grows increasingly irritated by Thanos' interference. He didn't agree to share Earth, he agreed to rule it, and his pride festers. Thanos, meanwhile, begins to see Omni-Man as expendable, an ally whose usefulness has expired. Tensions rise in a private confrontation. Omni-Man accuses Thanos of overreaching. Thanos responds, I gave you your world. You forget you rule because I allow it. Being the prideful Viltrumite warrior that he is, Omni-Man begins to look at Thanos with bad intentions, ready to make the first blow. But Thanos, being the clever and cunning titan that he is, anticipated Omni-Man's betrayal, so he counters first with a deadly strike to Omni-Man's chest, sending him through several city blocks. A battle begins, not just between two beings, but between two ideologies. Omni-Man fights for dominance, while Thanos fights for balance. The resulting clash rips through Earth's orbit, launching shockwaves that shattered satellites and sent the moon spinning off its axis. The battle rages for hours. Omni-Man speeds through Thanos' Time Stone defenses, landing blow after blow, but Thanos rewinds injuries, counters with gravitational pulses, and traps Omni-Man in quantum prisons, only for Nolan to escape again and again. Down below, Earth suffers. Tidal waves destroy coastlines, EMP blast wipes out the planet's infrastructure, and civilizations begin to die by the millions. Mark watches helplessly as the world burns, not from alien invaders, but from the very beings who said they came to save it. Desperate, Mark contacts Cecil and pleads with him to release a last resort weapon, one that had been locked away even from the Guardians, something built to counter Omni-Man just in case. Cecil hesitates, knowing that it can tear apart reality itself. Meanwhile, the battle reaches its climax. Omni-Man plunges Thanos through the Earth's core. Thanos retaliates by using the Mind Stone to shut down Nolan's brain for 2.3 seconds, just enough to blast him across continents. Both are bleeding, both are exhausted, but neither are giving up. Mustering everything they got, the two titans begin to charge each other for one final assault. Then suddenly, a blinding light erupts in the sky. A multiversal rift begins to open, and time fractures. The gauntlet, overused and damaged, begins to crack, and out of the rift steps a mysterious figure, cloaked in cosmic armor. The Watcher, Kang, or something worse. Then suddenly, the figure speaks in a powerful tone.
This world was never meant to survive this alliance.
Omni-Man and Thanos both stop fighting momentarily. The air is heavy, the earth groans, and the multiverse watches in silence. And with one wave, the figure dissolves Thanos' gauntlet and sends shockwaves through Omni-Man's cells. Both collapse to their knees, unable to move a single inch. The look of sheer fear on Omni-Man and Thanos' face was telling. This being was not only powerful, he was terrifying. Mark Grayson, within an inch of his life, just lays there, astounded by what he's witnessing. Then suddenly he's shrouded by a blinding white light, and in an instant he's healed, fully recovered, without a scratch on him. Even his costume is repaired. He stands to his feet, confused as to what just happened. Adam Eve is dead. So how did I get healed? The question he asked himself. But before he can get another thought off, a powerful force pulls him towards the mysterious figure hovering over top of a paralyzed Thanos and Omni-Man. Mark Grayson frightened as he's unable to break free of the powerful force. Then the mysterious figure turns toward Invincible and says,
You've seen what happens when Titans walk the same path, but this was only the beginning. The real war has yet to begin.
And that's where we'll leave this terrifying alternate timeline for now. Omni-Man and Thanos reshape the universe, but at what cost? With reality cracking and mysterious forces entering the scene, we may not have even seen the worst yet. What is this cosmic figure? Can Mark still rise to stop them? Will other heroes from across the multiverse step in? Let me know your theories in the comments. And if you like this type of content and appreciate what I do, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more videos like this. And when I upload part 2, The Rise of the Multiversal War. Until then, stay vigilant, heroes, because in the multiverse, anything is possible. Peace.